Well, Kialoa III brings back some great memories. I was fortunate enough as a young man, still in college, to do the 1975 Sydney Hobart race on the Kialoa III. And that was an epic race that we were fortunate to set the record in the Hobart race. And that record lasted for about 25 years. And the conditions we had were very, very optimal for a downwind setting a record. And today's really kind of heartwarming to see the old boat out there and it's change of your perspective. We're on a 70-footer Pyewacket. So Pyewacket 70 is a Volvo 70 that started its life as Telefonica. After Volvo Around the World race, the Australians that run the Blackjack program turbocharged it. So they went up about 3 meters on the mast, 1.5 meters on the sprit, 1.5 meters on the boom, and then a much deeper keel and a lighter bulb. So the configuration we sail in, even though we're a turboed Volvo 70, we're still lighter than a stock Volvo 70. With powered winches, hydraulic canting keels, 100-foot masts, it's all, all the new technology in the sail material, our carbon fiber mains, carbon fiber hull versus the aluminum hull of Kialoa.
When Kialoa III came, she was first a ketch. She's built 74 for first owner Jim Kilroy. She's built out of highest marine grade aluminium and welded, unlimited budget, I would say, from experts in the Air Force industry, etc., from California. It's a very smooth yacht to operate and sail. She has been undertaking a lot of changes. The change on the keel, they rebuilt it from a ketch to a sloop, tuning everything. I mean, moving the mast foot back and forward to try anything, make her ultimately fast. I mean, that is in my benefit now. She sails by herself against the wind if you trim her and so on.
The Kialoa is, all manual powered. So, they had coffee grinder winches versus the Pyewacket 70 where we have all hydraulic and electric winches.
The winches and so is, at that time, there was no winches of this size. Custom built for the boat. The coffee grinders we have here running 4 winches and can be connected.
All the new technology in the sail material, our carbon fiber mains. Back in the day, Kialoa, 4 guys could move a sail, where it takes on Pyewacket, it takes about 8 guys to move one of the big sails. The Volvo 70s have a canting keel, so push button operated, and we can, cant the keel out to windward. Maximum of 40 degrees is what the system, it's a hydraulic system that pivots the keel back and forth. Get all the stability out of that.
A modern keel is more skinny and deeper with a bulb, fraction of the drag that you have on Kialoa III. A regular fin keel, a spade rudder, which was early for that time. Pretty good shape, I would say.
We put water ballast in. The water tanks are pretty much the aft corners of the boat, and we can take, I believe it's 1,200 liters. We can fill the tank in about a minute, minute and a half, and empty the tank in about 45 seconds.
She was built originally, designed for 35 metric tons. By then she was stripped inside and she's way heavier now.
With the Pyewacket, the weight is a little bit less than your standard Volvo 70, which is around 14 tons. And we come in just, I would say, probably about 1,000 pounds less than your standard boat. So even though we have more sail area, deeper keel, with the canting keel allows us to be a little bit lighter. A boat like Kialoa, when it gets that much wind, it really loads up and everything. You're trying to push a lot of displacement through the water. So it's just, there's such a tremendous load on everything. And you're probably only going 12 knots, whereas the Pyewacket jumps up, gets on a plane, and it's going 22 knots. The parent wind is very, very low. And so there's really not a lot of, there's load on it, everything, but nothing like what would 22 knots on a heavy displacement boat like Kialoa. So that's a big change. Anybody who's listening to this should definitely get their boat out and come down to Antigua and do Sail Week, because it's a fantastic place. And Regatta Chair Jamie Torres has been very helpful to try and put together race courses that all the boats would like to go do, and not something that they've dreamed up thinking was best for the race committee, but what's best for the competitors. So we love sailing down here, a fantastic place, and the sponsors and everyone are doing a wonderful job.